Good evening to each and every one of you here at the 104th Chamber Annual Awards Gala. My name is Ken Bartels. I'm Senior Vice President and Director of the Community Bank of Elmhurst, and I'm also a member of the Elmhurst Chamber Board of Directors. So I'm officially calling this our annual meeting to order and welcoming you all at the same time. See how easy that was. Not necessarily easy getting your attention, but now that I have it, we're really glad you're here. It's wonderful to be back in this venue, too. This was the site of many past galas. The last one was in 2013. So it's wonderful to see each of you as we honor several individuals and one business tonight on what is usually a very special evening in Elmhurst. It has been special in the past. I'm confident tonight will be special as well. To begin, I would ask Rich Reichert, President and CEO of the Community Bank of Elmhurst, to lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. And following Rich, I would ask Civic Hall of Famer Scott Augram to do our invocation.
I would ask that you stand as you are able, face the flag, and join me in the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. If I could have you join me in a moment of prayer. Let us pray. Our gracious Lord, as we gather this evening and recognize those who have had a special and unique impact on Elmhurst, and more specifically within the Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry, we thank you for all the many men and women, past and present, who have given so much of themselves for over 100 years to make this chamber and the entire city of Elmhurst what it is today. We are grateful for a chamber that fosters a local business environment and promotes cooperation and success. And in gratitude for the many blessings we have received, challenge, encourage, and remind us to share our time, talents, and treasures with the organizations within our community that help those who face uncertainty or hardship when it comes to providing the basic necessities of life, such as food and shelter for their families, things that we too often take for granted. And now we ask that you bless this gathering and inspire us that as we return to our daily lives, you will give us a renewed strength and commitment to make our community and the entire world a better place for all. Amen. Amen.
Thank you, Rich, and thank you, Scott. At this time, I would ask my fellow members of the current Chamber Board of Directors to please stand for your recognition. Chamber Board members, please stand up. This is the current leadership of the Elmhurst Chamber. Thank you. It's now a pleasure to introduce to you the shy and bashful, unassuming and reserved, our quiet man, President and CEO of the Elmhurst Chamber. For the state of our chamber report, that would be John Quigley.
Thank you, sir. Well, again, thank you for that lukewarm response. I would be remiss if I didn't ask you to give great credit to our new MC, who's filling in for the globe-trotting Julie Miller this year. Would you thank Ken Bartels for stepping up as our Master of Ceremonies today? Buckle down, I have a lot to say. Good evening, and thanks to all of you for being part of our 104th Annual ECCI Awards Gala, as we gather to celebrate all that our Chamber accomplished during 2022. Tonight, we will pay tribute to a group of extraordinary businesses and individuals whose names have become synonymous with service to our Chamber and as contributors to the Elmhurst community. Helping Hands Cleaning Service will be recognized as the A.J. Tachi Toronis Business of the Year for 2022. Elmhurst University's Desiree Chen will receive the Chairman's Award. Eva Sanchez of See Your House Right Here at Properties Elmhurst is the Ambassador of the Year, and John DeVries of DeVries Animal Hospital will become the 33rd inductee into the Civic Hall of Fame. Give them a great round of applause. And speaking of the Civic Hall of Fame, last December 15th, the ECCI Centennial Celebration NFP unveiled the mobile 65-inch touchscreen public memorial currently on display on the second floor of the Elmhurst Public Library. The website for that display, ECCICivicHallOfFame.touchpros.com, went live during last September's Chamber of Commerce Month activities. Established in conjunction with our Chamber's 100th anniversary promotions back in 2018. Boy, that seems a lifetime ago, doesn't it? The ECCI Centennial Celebration's one-of-a-kind $250,000 capital campaign has to date generated in excess of $300,000 for the Ralph P. Pacciano Student Internship Endowment Fund at Elmhurst University and raised more than $50,000 apiece for both the Second Century Fund and the Civic Hall of Fame Fund, surpassing funding goals at all three of those levels. Give that a great round of applause. Throughout 2022, ECCI broadened its efforts as a legislative advocate on behalf of our members and the Elmhurst business community at large at the federal, state, county, township, and municipal governmental levels. And we resumed our partnerships with the city of Elmhurst to organize the Memorial Day Parade and market the Explore Elmhurst Trolley program. Come this April 18, I and many of my chamber peers statewide will travel to Springfield to meet with state legislators and other elected officials at Chamber Day 2023, which is co-sponsored by the Illinois Chamber of Commerce and the Illinois Association of Chamber of Commerce Executives. Our chamber's consistently favorable endorsement of city economic development initiatives most recently included the public-private partnership for Vine on Haven, a 200-unit transit-oriented apartment complex currently under construction in downtown Elmhurst along the west side of Haven Road from 1st to 2nd Streets. Last year, ECCI supported the Small Business Advocacy Council in backing state legislation to provide $5 million of Illinois Federal American Rescue Plan Act pandemic relief funds to small chambers of commerce via grants administered by the Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. We will actually be applying for one of those grants this summer, and that should give us a grant of about $7,500, which I can tell you is nice to recoup from the difference of our earnings in 2019 and 2020. With Community Bank of Elmhurst sponsorship, ECCI organized an October multi-chamber luncheon and business expo featuring Brands That Stand President and CEO Jim Paglia as our keynote speaker. Titled Creating a Powerful Small Business Brand, his presentation can still be seen on our chamber's YouTube page and the website video library. In our longtime partnership with the Westmont Chamber of Commerce, ECCI co-sponsored last April's 20th annual Multi-Chamber Economic Outlook Luncheon and Business Expo, featuring Anna Paulson of the Federal Reserve Bank of Chicago as our keynote speaker. And our 2023 event is coming up shortly on April 6th. You still have time to register for that. ECCI kicked off 2023 by hosting the annual State of Our City membership breakfast at Community Bank and participating in the multi-chamber State of Our County Luncheon and Business Expo. Last January, some 19,800 copies of the 2023 Elmhurst Community Directory were every door direct mailed, delivered to our residents, businesses, and post office boxes across our city, and another 1,000 copies are being handed out with the hand-delivered new resident greeter tote program. The publication features a community information section, a buyer's guide, and an alphabetical members list, along with display advertising. And for the 4th year in a row, the community directory also is accessible via an online pageable version, which is linked to our homepage of the Chamber's website at elmhurstchamber.org, or you can also visit it at issuu.com, issuu.com. Now, in my totally unbiased opinion, thank you for the drum roll, any business that is not listed in the community directory and within our Chamber's website membership database is missing out on 2 of the most cost-effective ways to enhance their business-to-consumer marketing, not to mention ECCI's third-party endorsement that comes as an additional membership benefit that you are all used to having. Yesterday, I Googled Helping Hands Cleaning Service, and my search revealed that our Business of the Year Chamber Master website membership database page ranked 6th on that search list, ahead of Helping Hands' own Facebook page and ahead of their listing with the Better Business Bureau. That's how good our chamber ranks with Google and other searches. That's a benefit to you. A typical chamber member generates an average of 500 website visitor exposures through a combination of member page views, business category search results, and other search results on our website. In the past 12 months, for example, 116 visitors have accessed Helping Hands Chamber Master member page on our website, while the business's name has populated 97 category search results and displayed in 453 other search results. That's getting a lot for your investment. Given that each of you know and regularly patronize businesses that are not members, I implore you tonight to be proactive and encourage those non-members to join our chamber by sharing with them how you personally and/or your business has benefited, by bringing them to one of our monthly networking events, and by facilitating an in-person connection with somebody at the chamber. I also want to take this moment to recognize Director of Member Services, Grace Bagnoli, who will be retiring at the end of March. Give her a nice round of applause. You saw her earlier this evening. She's been sick as can be and actually went home once all of you registered. So she appreciates your round of applause. During my previous 23 years as ECCI's president and CEO and more than 3 decades of chamber service, we recovered from the Great Recession of 2007 to 2009 and the 9/11 terrorist attacks on 2001. With your continued commitment, our rebound from the coronavirus pandemic and those years is just blocks around the corner. To those members who have remained loyal to our chamber during these most challenging of times, I thank you for your steadfast support. Believe me when I say that our organization is an essential component to the economic life of the Elmhurst community. Thank you, and I appreciate your support. Give yourselves a great round of applause.
Wasn't sure if the background was going to fall in on us, but we will now move into the awards portion of our evening. It's a pleasure to welcome outgoing chair for her remarks and recognition of retiring directors and officers, Eva Sanchez, board chair in 2022.
You might find me very friendly in person. I hate public speaking. I'm glad I was able to have 2 lemon drop martinis before this.
Only two?
Well, 2022 was a great year to be chair of the board of the Chamber of Commerce and Industry. All of those places we went, my favorite were the breakfast and after-hours networking events. There, I connected with you. My awesome garden club, Elmhurst Garden Club, my awesome Lions Club sitting with me at the table. Gosha, of course. I connected with all of you. Awesome, hardworking people. I have the privilege to learn from you and experience firsthand from you. Our very dynamic business community. I watch your continued growth and flourishing. A big thank you to the board of directors, its appointed officers and ex-officials who showed up to the numerous meetings encouraged by you, the business community and the Elmhurst community at large. A big thank you to our board president, John Quigley, for your steadfast and energetic leadership. John, you are a force to reckon with. The engine that could. You carried and brought this organization out of the dark ages, 2020 and 2021, to what it is today and will continue to be, because I know you have big dreams for us. An entity that is looked up upon, admired, and emulated by our fellow organizations. To all of you, thank you for your continued support. Your attendance today is a token of your appreciation for all those people and organizations involved in making today possible. Staff, volunteers, and loyal businesses engaged in keeping, organizing, and sponsoring the mission and vision of my beloved Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry. As for myself, I said it before, and I will say it again. My involvement with the Chamber of Commerce has been very rewarding, both financially and socially. Thank you to all of you who have reached out to me through the Chamber and have connected with me and asked me for my real estate services when you or somebody you knew was looking to buy or sell a house. Thank you for the nurturing friendships, your encouraging, kind, and welcoming gestures throughout the year. It has been truly a party.
Thank you. Give her a nice round of applause. Now you got to stay here.
Okay.
There were 3 directors who retired, joining Eva when she left as board chair, and we're going to announce them, and Eva's going to present them with their past director plaque. First, serving from 2014 to 2022, Bill Corbell. You want to go over here? Slide over here. Bill, come on up. Come on up. Yeah, go figure. The guy who works for the newspaper didn't want to come up. Sorry, I hate publicity. We're only bringing you up because we need a photo op, Bill. Thank you. So there's your photo op. Slide a little this way. And tilt the award forward so the flash goes down. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, you look like a mom.
Thank you. See, isn't that worth 8 years of service? Thank you, Bill. Thank you. I know he was signed up to attend. I haven't had a chance to see if he was in the room, but Mike Howard. Mike, are you here? Nope, he didn't make it. Mike served from 2014 to 2022 as well. And our final director, who served from 2016 through 2022, Sean Daly. Sean, come on up. Sean, can you look a little shorter? Because Ava's already wearing heels. Please give our past directors a nice round of applause for their years of service. And now I'm going to call Eva up to present her Chairman's Award. So, Eva. This year, Eva decided as outgoing chair that she would present her Chairman's Award to her predecessor as board chair, Desiree Chen, who was instrumental during Elmhurst University's name change to Elmhurst University for their sesquicentennial and all of their involvement with the Chamber during that sesquicentennial year, including hosting our 103rd Annual Awards Gala last March. Desiree Chen, would you please come up and accept your award?
Congratulations. Thank you. You have some words.
Take your photo.
You have some words to say. You got?
One more. He's not that good a photographer. Did I say that, really?
Okay, here you go. Thank you.
Yeah, I know.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you, Ava, for selecting me to receive this award. I'm very proud to be receiving it, especially from someone like Ava Sanchez. She's served the Chamber so well, not only as chair last year, but also as one of the Chamber's most dedicated ambassadors. I'm also very pleased to accept this award on behalf of Elmhurst University, which has been a Chamber member since 1967. When the university celebrated its sesquicentennial in 2021-2022, we realized just how strong its connection to the Chamber is. Then Elmhurst College, now Elmhurst University, has been a Chamber member for 56 years, or more than 1/3 of its existence. As a member, the university is better connected to the Elmhurst business community and to economic development news and initiatives that inform what we do and give us opportunities to collaborate. Chamber membership also means networking opportunities for me and for my colleagues in the offices of admission, advancement, marketing and communications, the Wiegand Center for Professional Excellence, and more. The chance to promote the university events and programs to an important audience, and of course the Chamber's internship program, which has given valuable skills and work experience to so many of our students. As for me, being a part of the Chamber has been a terrific experience, both professionally and personally, and makes receiving this award even more special. I'll end with something that our current board chair, Rita Borzum, said recently that really struck a chord with me. She talked about being a little nervous to attend her first Chamber event because she didn't really know anyone, but came out of it with newfound friends and connections that she has to this day. I felt exactly the same as Rita, and am so happy to include her among not only the friends, but also the many sources of inspiration I've found through the Chamber. I hope you all know that your dedication to this organization and others makes a real difference and is truly appreciated by more people and in more ways than you may realize. So on behalf of Elmhurst University and me, thank you again for this award, and thank you for all the friendships, partnerships, and opportunities that being part of the Chamber has brought us. Thank you.
We're in the middle of our All About Eva program. It's okay, you can applaud. And by the way, that wasn't the table you sponsored that applauded. Yeah, just pointing that out. Oh yeah. Welcome late to the party. Eva's still up here because she's got a couple things she's going to win. It's unusual that one person has such a phenomenal year at our gala. But this year, Eva was chosen as the Ambassador of the Year. And Eva is the personification of the American dream ethos. She is a self-made success who immigrated from Guatemala as a Hispanic teenager. She has more than 25 years of residential real estate experience and all of the industry-recognized designations you can ask for. And today, she joins her son, James Sanchez, who was ECCI's Ambassador of the Year for 2016 when they worked together back at Caldwell Banker, as the only mother and son team to earn Ambassador of the Year honors. Eva is a phenomenal individual. She's been working with See Your House right here at Properties Elmhurst. She's been great as a board chair, but she really stood out as an ambassador during this past year. Would you congratulate the Ambassador of the Year, Eva Sanchez? Hang on. I'd like to thank the Elmhurst Independent for standing in front of our TV crew. Eva, anything you would like to say?
Oh, I do have some words. Where is my speech? Oh, there.
Oh, there it is. You need the glasses too?
Thank you.
I know, I need it too. We'll slide you over this way.
Thank you, John. You know me. First and foremost, I want to thank the nominating committee, John Quigley. John has been John keeps on insisting on adding the Sanchez family name to the annals of the Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Like he said, many of you may remember that my son James, not attending today, was given the honor of Ambassador of the Year Award in 2016. I, having been the only single beautiful female involved with the chamber business that John has not dated, and I gotta tell you why. No. I am John's female version of Ralph Picciano. Needless to say, we have butted heads more than once. But also, I'm not available. Sorry, John. Meet my beautiful trophy boyfriend, Pete Ramirez. Nominating committee, President of the board, John Quigley. I am honored. I will share this plaque, and the many wonderful people that I have the joy to meet throughout the year. Thank you so very much.
Stay up here. James sent me a text wondering why it took his mother 6 years to win the award after him. That's all.
We morphed right into the dating game right while we were sitting here. Eva, I expect to see you Sunday night at the Academy Awards. The only award you haven't won. So at this point, a little bit more seriously, I say only a little bit because the current Chamber Board Chair, Rita Borsum, has an opportunity now to pass the chairman's gavel to who else? Eva. And then give some remarks as the incoming current chair. So please welcome Rita Borsum.
Just a side note, I haven't dated John either. Next year, I'll tell you the reason why. So I'm honored to present this past Chairman's Gavel to Eva Sanchez. Eva, we appreciate your work and dedication to the Elmhurst Chamber and the Elmhurst community. Thank you so much for your service. People have said a lot about her, so I kept mine brief because we know Eva, we love her.
Slide over. No, it's the past chair, yeah. Yeah. Now you can take your awards and get off our stage.
Yeah.
Oh. Yes.
This is mine?
Yes.
Oh my God, it has my name on it.
Yeah. So I'm very grateful to work with a talented and enthusiastic board of directors and look forward. It's not glued on, it actually comes off.
Now you know why I didn't date her.
She had more than 2 cocktails. Okay, I'll start again. I'm very grateful to work with a talented, enthusiastic board of directors and look forward to a successful year. Someone asked me the question, why give your time and energy to the Elmhurst Chamber? And I replied, I believe that as a business owner, it is important to support the local business community, to know your fellow businesses, and help each other become successful. So as Desiree said, my first experience was with the chamber, and I remember walking into a social situation, and I didn't know anyone in the business community. I worked 25 miles away. I drove an hour each way to work, so joining the chamber in January of 2015, I never thought I'd be up here speaking to you. So if you'd like to speak next year, join the chamber. So what are the benefits? And for me, it was partnering. You build and strengthen your business network with your fellow members through our chamber events. It provides us credibility, and being a member is respected by the community. It gives us an opportunity to give back to the community where you live, work, and play. And most importantly, it gives a lot of visibility through our network, through our web pages, and through the directory. And John is our strongest advocate. He has a voice on what matters to us, and he represents us very well in the meetings. By coming together and supporting each other, the Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce will enhance the Elmhurst business community and the city of Elmhurst. We have one goal. We want you to succeed. As I handed the past chair's gavel to Ava, I reflected on Ava's community involvement and her success these past years. Her dedication to the chamber and the community and how she gives back to the community is deeply appreciated. She is a role model for us to follow. My words of advice, join the chamber, enjoy the benefits, and have fun. Thank you very much.
As a MC, you learn to go with the flow, so full disclosure, I've never dated John either. And I've known him the longest. So, the Civic Hall of Fame. It's a privilege for me to again present to you a new member of the Civic Hall of Fame. Since 1992, the Chamber has made this award one of our traditions at this event, and one of the things that we do is we read the names of the past awardees. Starting in 1992, Joe Newton, Eleanor King Hookham, Dr. Ivan E. Frick, Joseph Wagner, Jean Hazelhorst, Robert Magnuson, Virginia Harmon, Lee Daniels, A.J. Turonis, William Gooch Jr., Willis Johnson, Fred Messerschmidt, Jim Van Ewick, Jackie Haddad, Thomas Myers Jr., Abner Gannett, Jan Pauli, Robert Schiller, Tom Marcucci, Rich Grodzki, Pete Kruger, Doug Beach, Betsy Hainish, Ralph Paccianio with us this evening. Ralph, where are you? There's Ralph. Daryl Whistler, Jack Island, Jeannie Urich, also here this evening. Where is Jeannie? There she is in the back. Bill Shanklin, I think right next to her. There's Bill. Scott and Charity Augram, they're over there. And last year, Doctors Bryant and Jeanette Curitan. A major change since last year, as John mentioned in his remarks, is the public unveiling of the Chamber's Civic Hall of Fame Video Awards in the second floor of the library. And this display not only has all of the Civic Hall of Fame, but also other Chamber awards dating back many, many years. And it's fascinating, having looked at it a little bit myself, it's fascinating to see how much I've aged in that time, dating back to the '92 awards. But I would now ask John DeVries to join me on the stage, tonight's inductee into the Civic Hall of Fame. John says the plaque is big, and it is. And I will read it to you. Elmhurst Chamber of Commerce and Industry Civic Hall of Fame, John DeVries. A distinguished Spring Road business in Elmhurst, a man of principles and one totally devoted to all creatures, great and small. A wonderful tribute presented at the Chamber's 104th Annual Awards Gala, March 10, 2023. Congratulations, John.
Thank you, Ken. Thank you. Well, John said I should prepare like a 3 to 5 minute speech. So, but after years of teaching us how to give that 30-second elevator speech, that's really all I can do. So I think I'm going to give my speech 4 times. So, no. Distinguished guests, my family, friends, chamber members, thank you for bestowing this honor upon me. I'm truly humbled to be included with the inductees of the years past. It's quite a list. It's really mind-boggling to me. But my journey is really all about doors being opened at the right time in my life. 1987, I'd been out of vet school about 3 years. I was looking for a place to open a veterinary practice. I didn't think I was ready, but my wife, Linda, she said, "You can do this." So thank you, Linda. That was a really good decision. So we were driving through Elmhurst one day, and we noticed a really cute little building at corner of Spring and Eggleston. And our first thought was, wow, that would be a great location for practice. Followed quickly by the thought, oh, who would want a vet practice there? But on that day, there were 2 realtors on that day at Reedy Realty. There were 2 realtors on staff, and just by chance, we got the dog lover, Julie Sullivan. She really saw the need for a veterinarian and convinced the landlord, Paul Lanfear, to give me a chance. And sure enough, he said yes, which was like, wow, okay. Next hurdle was zoning, headed up by Dick Swanson. Many of you remember Dick, and he was a dog lover. And he paved the way for us to proceed. And we opened in July of 1987, my wife at the front desk, and I had 1 employee, Yolanda, and she did it all, and that was how we started. Fast forward, 2023, DeVries Animal Hospital, we've been providing quality care and quality service to the Elmhurst community for 36 years. It's hard to believe. We have 13 employees, all of who I'm grateful for every day. They really share and embody our mission statement of providing outstanding service and care for dogs and cats in Elmhurst and the surrounding community. Volunteering, it's always been a part of my DNA, just kind of how I'm wired. It comes naturally. 1987, I joined the Spring Road Business Association, and at one of the first meetings, the discussion came up about, we should start a new event. And Dale Foster, One Drug, said, how about a pet parade? And all of a sudden, everybody looked at me. Well, I was the new guy, so the rest is history as I became the coordinator of the Spring Road Pet Parade for the next 27 years. And we knew the event would be a hit when one year it snowed and people came anyway. I mean, it just was a hit, and people do anything to parade their pets up and down Spring Road. So it's been a real pleasure and a joy. In 1990, District 205 Superintendent Russ Themes came calling with a proposal to form a not-for-profit organization to help fund projects for proposals within the district. It was really an honor and a privilege to be a charter board member of the District 205 Foundation for Educational Excellence, and now to look back and see what incredible things the foundation has gone on to do. It's truly humbling. In 1992, the Elmhurst Zoning and Planning Commission was reviewing the sign ordinance and proposed eliminating all the pylon signs on Spring Road. Well, that didn't go over very well, so I got involved. And I got involved on behalf of the Spring Road Business Association. After several appearances in front of the commission, we reached a compromise. Needless to say, several months later, Darrell Whistler called, calling and asking me to join the Zoning and Planning Commission. And who could say no to Darrell? So during my tenure on the commission, I really came to appreciate what a great town Elmhurst is. Worked alongside with some very dedicated staff that really strive every day to keep Elmhurst the outstanding community that it is. It was really an honor. Next organization to come calling was the Elmhurst Heritage Foundation. We have a number of board members here. I think having lived in Elmhurst for all but 8 years of my life, I guess I was deemed to be historically significant. So when Janet Hodges called and asked me to join the board, I couldn't refuse. I continue to serve along some very dedicated board members, many of who are here tonight, in the table in the corner over there, we really continue to support the Elmhurst History Museum and the Churchville One-Room Schoolhouse. It's a great organization. Along the way, I've made many lasting friendships and worked alongside so many dedicated and talented people. I really feel blessed to be part of this great community. Thank you for this award.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Have your plaque? Before we move on, I did want to point out that in the program, there's a story on Dr. DeVries, but I wanted to tell two personal stories because I've had pets who give him two paws up every time. And this tells you what type of an individual he is. 5 years ago, on Labor Day weekend, I was getting ready to leave for a trip to Alabama to play baseball, and I was leaving early on the Friday morning. And about 11 p.m., my elderly dog, Kenzie, died of a heart attack on the living room floor. And I called John on his cell phone, and he picked up, and I said, I need to leave my dog. And he met me at DeVries Animal Hospital. Sorry, John, at 1 in the morning. And by the time I got home, Kenzie had been completely taken care of. Story number one. Story number two is much funnier. Kenzie's partner, Harley, is a 70-pound Staffordshire Terrier boxer mix. He's built, and he's unfriendly to vets. And so we have taken to putting him to sleep every time we take him there to get his nails done, get his rabies shots and all that kind of stuff. And we did that 1 year, and it usually takes him 15 minutes of fighting before he finally goes down. And we lifted him up on the table, and John put his hands around Harley's snout, and Harley's eyes rolled open, and I went, oh, dear God. And before I could move, he had chomped down on John's hand. And I saw the canines go right in. And I'm expecting a Monty Python, blood squirting everywhere kind of scenario. So I grab Harley's nozzle, and I'm opening it up. John backs away. He didn't pull, he didn't snag, he didn't panic. And he just stood there for a second and said, I'm going to need a couple minutes. I'll be back. And he left, and his assistant looks at me like, my God, I've never seen anything like that. But it was fine. Everything went okay. And then I sent John a card with a gift certificate to go have dinner at Roberto's Ristorante across the street. And the card said, your next bite's on me, Harley. There, I brought the mood back up, didn't I? I can't believe people don't want to date me. I thought I'd keep the theme going, too. So we come to the final award of the year, our Business of the Year award. And before we give credit to the new Business of the Year award, I'd like to invite Desiree Chen from Elmhurst University up here to accept the permanent award that the university will keep on their dais, wherever they want to put it. And then Desiree will help me present the traveling award to the new one. So again, welcome Desiree Chen. Slide over there. All right, our 2022 Business of the Year, you've heard a little bit about already tonight, Helping Hands Cleaning Service. I talked about how Eva came here as an immigrant and became an American success story. Well, Gosia Baron came here as an immigrant from Poland and became an American success story. She founded Helping Hands Cleaning Service only 2 months after 9/11. And she decided to do it for 2 reasons. One, she got laid off from her law firm during that crisis. And 2, she's kind of a neat-nick, and she didn't like the way the cleaning service that she and her husband had hired were doing their home while those 2 were working 10-hour days. And so she had this idea that I'm going to create my own cleaning company, and I'm going to make a difference in a variety of ways. So one thing she's done is over the years, she has shared her good fortune by having immigrants with stories similar to her own work for her. She has supported her employees and their families, and she has provided her staff with a career ladder to achieve upward mobility. If that doesn't say I'm the personification of the American dream, what does? During the COVID crisis, Helping Hands completely shifted how they did business. They jumped into the disinfecting side. They lived by the highest standards. They expanded everything they did. They improved how they did it, and they made a difference in the life of the residents whose homes they were cleaning, and the businesses and their employees whose offices they were cleaning. And I happen to know because she did the Chamber's office gratis during that time. There are few people who, at the end of their business lives, get to say, what I did for a living made a difference. Gosia will get to say that because she's made a difference in the lives of not just the people she knows and her clients and customers. More importantly, she's done it in the lives of her employees. Tonight, she's got 4 tables representing her business and 22 employees sharing in this honor. Would you welcome the Business of the Year for 2022, Helping Hands Cleaning Service. Gosia, come on up. Don't take your picture. It's heavy, by the way. Get used to it.
John, you just said everything that I had in my speech.
Well, that's what makes me special.
What am I supposed to say now?
Say how great I am.
Should I continue this story that I have not dated you? Yet? I'm not available yet. And I'm not planning to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I cannot thank you all enough for being here, celebrating this special night with me, with my staff. I am just truly honored to stand here. And first of all, I want to say big thank you and huge gratitude to my amazing staff who are here. Thank you. Thank you. Because of them, I am here. In 2001, I have started that business by cleaning myself, and they are the people who helped me build this business. And this business is a dream of mine. It's my baby. It's my third baby, or I should say maybe second baby, because I have two kids. They're here, both here. Before I started, I was pregnant with my son. No, I'm sorry. I had my son. I'm trying to get my facts straight. I had my son, started cleaning, and then I was pregnant with my daughter. So I had my son, then Helping Hands was born, and then my daughter was born. So, secondly, I want to say thank you to some amazing people that are here who have helped us build the business to where we are, who have helped us support the business to where we are today. First of all, I'll start with the lady, Kathy Bajkowski. Thank you for providing health insurance to our employees. Mr. Benson, thank you for our friendship of probably 17, 18 years, who has helped all of our marketing services, who's doing an amazing job every single time. And our amazing attorney, Scott Levin with Howard & Howard. Thank you for all of the support. And of course, thank you to all of our, there is a lot of our clients actually here. So thank you for your loyalty. Thank you for your business. I cannot thank you enough for your support. So thank you so much. And lastly, I want to say special thank you to my family. Sorry. I want to say special thank you to my husband for believing in me, for supporting me every day, my kids for supporting me as well. There were times that I were not able to be there for them, but I tried as much as possible to be there. And of course, thank you to my friends who are also here for all your support throughout all the years. So I have prepared some speech. John said I have 3 minutes. I'll try to wrap it up in 3 minutes. So again, Helping Hands is honored to be here. Thank you for the committee for giving the award to Helping Hands. And I wanted to say a very, very amazing quote that I carry on all the time with me. Bob Marley, the amazing reggae musician, once said, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. We all find strength along life's journey, and mine began shortly after 9/11. I was working at a law firm during the time. Unfortunately, the law firm lost clients, and in October, I was laid off. I had no choice but to find a source of income. As my husband and I, we just purchased a home in Elmhurst. We had an 8-month-old baby and bills to pay. In November 2001, I took the opportunity of the holidays being right around the corner, and I said to my husband, people will need home cleaning before the holidays. I think I'll start cleaning houses. So I started cleaning houses. And that's how my journey began. Cleaning houses and running a business, wow, what a difference. 2 different entities, right? There are a few times that I really wanted to get out of the business. However, like Bob Marley said, you have to find the strength And during those times, I found strength in my amazing employees. Every day they represent Helping Hands with such a devotion that I would never give up. Then March 2020 came around. We all know what happened, right? At that time, we were serving 596 repeat clients. When the shutdown was announced, 534 clients placed our services on hold. Again, I thought of the 42 dedicated employees of Helping Hands and knew I had no choice but to find the strength to persevere through these trying times. At that time, we did not know about PPP money. We didn't know what was going to happen. All I knew that these women and men were counting on Helping Hands. Also, I knew that I could not shut down doors as the world needed us, needed the services like ours to stay safe. Once again, we had to find strength. In a matter of weeks, I found strength by partnering with RJ and Asha Patel, my industry friends from Atlanta who are here with us, and we started disinfecting company. We received our GBEC certification, took hours of training on how to properly disinfect surfaces. We traveled to 7 different states, cleaning and disinfecting over 5 million square feet. My team was incredible in that time. They were not afraid, and they were proud and happy to help those in need. A year later, in February 2021, as our business was growing and we were quickly running out of space at the previous location, with faith and support of my staff, again, and family, of course, we decided to take the business leap and purchase a building, a new home for Helping Hands. After months of renovations to customize the building to our workflow, Helping Hands found a new home, and we could not be happier with the new location. And I invite all of you to join and tour our building, our new office, during the business after hours on March 16th. I hope I'll see you all there. I need to also mention that we are helping hands to those who are less fortunate. Partnering with Cleaning for a Reason, our company has provided free cleaning services to over 260 women who undergo cancer treatment. We are fortunate to give back to our community with the help of our loyal clients. Today, Helping Hands has residential and commercial branch. We are 71 people strong, and our goals are lofty. With my incredible staff, we will find the strength to continue to serve our amazing community. My wish to you all is to continue finding strength. Don't be afraid to take on opportunities that life brings, and remember what Bob Marley said, you never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have. My staff, if you could please stand up. On behalf of my staff, I would like to say thank you to all of you. We are truly honored to be here. This is a dream come true for me to stand and represent Helping Hands. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, one more round of applause for all our awardees this evening. The bar is reopening. The food stations will be open shortly. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and thank you for being here.